The mother of a Rochester child who was pepper sprayed by police says she's suing because she wants the system to change.
She spoke with News 10 NBC tonight after her lawyer sent the city a notice that they're suing over the incident. Charles Molyneux reports she's accusing police of taking the wrong approach to a child who needed help. Charles?
Yeah, Brett, the police involved in this incident have been suspended, and the girl's mother says she wants them fired. Her lawyer notified the city today of their intent to sue.
The system is changing.
Elba Pope spoke out at her lawyer's office about the episode, which she says traumatized her 9-year-old daughter.
She feels like, that she got me in trouble. She feels so bad for that and I had to explain to my baby, you're not in trouble. You're not the bad guy. You had a mistake, and it's okay to have a mistake.
Body camera video of the incident last Friday has touched off outrage. Pope says she called police after an argument in which her ex-boyfriend took off in her car. But after police got there, she alerted them her daughter had run off.
And I'm like, sir, we need a mental health. I think my daughter is about to have a meltdown. He just disregarded me like he didn't care.
What happened next is now the focus of a lawsuit against the city, as spelled out in a notice of claim, which accuses police of infliction of emotional distress, assault, battery, excessive force, false arrest, and unlawful imprisonment. Police representatives acknowledged the police eventually handcuffed and then pepper sprayed the girl, trying to get her into a car. They say it was a chaotic situation in which the child and her mother became hard to handle, while the family says police didn't handle it properly.
Emotions were high, very, very high. My daughter, she was being very, very disrespectful. I got a little emotional, and I definitely could have spoken in a different manner.
Instead of de-escalating the situation, all these words and threats unfortunately escalated the situation.
Pope says her daughter still gets shaken every time she sees police, for any reason, in her neighborhood.
I'm strong in front of her. I'm very strong in front of her, but of course I break down. Every night that I put my baby to sleep and I say goodnight to her since this incident, I have to sit back and, and just breathe and stuff like that, and because I have to be strong for her.
Well, Alba Pope says that her daughter is still suffering from after effects of the incident, and she's going to be going into therapy. In fact, she says her first visit with a counselor will be tomorrow. Brett?
All right, Charles, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what the worst part about this whole thing is? The worst part is, let me just turn the volume down because they always slip in something that I don't want to see. The worst part is the police chief actually did respond to what happened. And he pretty much said that his cops are more stressed out than a 9-year-old girl. So that just go to show you, ladies and gentlemen, they don't give a damn about our children. Another reason why they shouldn't be policing us. You don't like us? So what you want to police us for? Just get your asses on. Go police your own neighborhood. Go run down them junkies you got. You don't need to be around us if that's your attitude. That little girl was in distress. She was upset. And your response was just all wrong. So now, her mother said she's going to get her some counseling. Be careful about which counselor you pick. Try to pick somebody that can relate to your daughter and not somebody that's just out to fill their pockets with money. Because it does make a difference. Trust me, it really does. So, but that was the response from the police chief, which was a complete disgrace. Well, if the police chief is a POS, what do you think the cops are going to be? So, this thing just looks bad all the way around, and never forget about how they handled Daniel Prude. This is the same police department. Same one. It's a disgrace. Well, I'm glad her mom lawyered up, you get at least a little more to the story than just the argument. So this was an ex-boyfriend that came to her home and ended up taking her car and leaving in it. So, I don't know the full nature of what happened. I know some people are dragging the mother. I think they were both distressed, the daughter and mother. When the police comes out, they just make the situation worse by antagonizing the victim. So this little girl was actually the victim in the whole thing, and they handled her like it was just horrible how they handled this little kid. And they really shouldn't be handling children, people that got any type of mental problems. You know, you need to get somebody that got some damn sense to come out. Maybe instead of police coming out, maybe you can get somebody that's an expert in dealing with people with mental issues, because we have seen too many stories where the police will show up and the person is having a mental episode, and they are just way too quick to kill these people. We keep seeing it over and over and over and over. I'm glad this girl survived, but she is traumatized for the rest of her life because of what these cops went out there and did. They made a bad situation worse for this little girl. And trust me, they would never have handled a white child under the same circumstances this way. We all know that. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.